Recording.
Yes.
Okay. So you started recording. Okay, great.
Yes.
Do you want me to repeat something?
No, it's okay. No, you have a
Okay.
button here. You have a button here where you can send the quotation directly to Logitude, and you don't have this button for WebCargo.
Yeah, in WebCargo they have status on the quotations, and you can set one of the status to be synced, the quote, and in a couple minutes it will be synced automatically, and the status will update to it has been synced or set. So it's also very easy. Then I can show you here. We have some examples that we already integrated. This one is from WebCargo, so it's air quote.
How do you receive them? Should we do anything when you put sorry, Cargofive, you put send to Logitude or send to mail, you press the button. How does is there any other action to see the quotation, or do you see them directly here?
Yeah, it will create a shipment with the ports and if you can find the airline or the
shipping company.
Yeah, the shipping company will make the match. We will match every field that we can, create a shipment, and then insert the payables here with the values that were on the platform, either WebCargo or Cargofive.
So we are connected to the shipment. We are not connected to the CRM or to the quotations. So we make the quotation.
Because Logitude doesn't on their API. They don't have that available.
Yeah.
It's a problem on Logitude. So if we already requested that to Logitude, but till now we don't have that possibility.
Okay.
So that's why we only do it when we are sure that we want to use that quote to create a shipment. So only after the customer tells us, okay, we want to book according to that quote, only at that time we use the interface to integrate and to create the first shipment or one shipment based on that quote. But we can do it as many times as we want. Okay. So if you want to use the same quote for different shipments, you can do it.
You do not have any solution or ideas in order to have any statistics on Logitude on what was done. I know that the integration doesn't exist, but we have in Logitude we have statistics. We have on codes. We have the status of the codes. So if you are using this module, we will not be able to quote through Logitude or follow anything, any data on the quote module or on the CRM module, right?
Yes, it's true, but that's the problem from Logitude, not from
I understand.
the
Yeah, we can integrate shipments, but we cannot integrate codes.
Yes, if Logitude has that possibility, we could do it the same way that we do to create shipment. We rather than create a shipment, we would create a quote, and then you can do all the, like you were saying, all the CRM and work on the pre-sales, let's say, before all the activities and follow-ups and meetings and whatever. Well, to address the pipeline before we convert it to a shipment. But unfortunately, for now, Logitude doesn't have that possibility. We already asked them, but they are still analyzing because they say that it would take them 60 days or 60, I don't know. Perla replied that to me some few days ago, saying that they are still evaluating the effort to develop that feature.
What happens if in case the vendor doesn't exist or the customer doesn't exist? I don't know if there are other things that we cannot find in Logitude, but what happens in case the customer doesn't exist and the charge doesn't exist maybe? Or can we, I don't know if you understood the
yeah.
We always integrate the quote or in this case the shipment. When we are not able to find some code, we have a default code that we put, and then you can change it manually on Logitude.
Okay. So do they have something that shows me that there is something missing, or should I go to see if the partner is there, if the package is there? Is the package? I think that there is no issue, but the charge is there.
Yeah, for now you have to check after integrating if everything is all right. But if you have the same codes on each side, it will always work.
Yeah, once the charges, because I think that you have, for at least for for Cargofive, you have all the list of charges that they have. So normally we will have all the charges integrated here.
Yes,
Should
yes.
not miss anyone.
But that's a good suggestion. Maybe we could use Rodrigo, we can use the remarks field to put, if something is missing, we could put all the information on the remarks. So if the user wants to check if everything was integrated according to the information that we had on either Cargofive or Web Cargo, they can, on a summarized way, could see it directly on the code.
Yeah, that could be an option.
Okay, so now we can build our shipment. So this is I don't know if you have something else to show me here for Cargofive or not.
No, from now on, it's all on Logitude. There's no more the information from Cargofive or Web Cargo is already all here. So
can we check the partners?
The partners.
You have the what, I don't know. It's in it's not in it's not in English. Custos.
Yes.
It's in Portuguese. Okay. So yes. The partners. So we have here the shipper, the consignee, and for the shipping line, we can see it in the charges, right?
Bruno, can you help me here? I'm not too. I work on the integration, but I'm not too familiar with the Logitude interface.
Routing, maybe routing. If you go to the routing.
Yes, you can go to the routing, and here you have the legs. Don't know if is that what you want to see.
Yeah, but here can we see the carrier name?
Yeah, it should be here, I think.
I think that was something that was not integrated in this test, and the carrier is not here.
But we can see normally you have everything to see the carrier.
Yeah, if the code exists. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, it's clear. I don't know if there's something else to know here.
But we can check all the carriers and the other partners that are integrated with the shipment. We can give that information later.
Okay. Is there any code reference that comes from Cargofive? Code reference in order to double check. I think that the code number.
Yeah.
Because we don't create quotes, I'm not sure if we.
I think not. That's all the costs, nothing more.
Yeah, but I can. Yeah, how can I know?
Yeah, but we can use that information. So because we need to know from which quote the shipment was created, so we can use go to the overview or general. Should there's be a reference there, so we can use the reference from the quote to use.
Yes, we can check a field to put that information. Yes.
Yes, that's what.
But through the API, we don't have access to the quotes, so we didn't map that field. But we have access from Cargofive and Web Cargo to the quote ID, so we can put it somewhere.
Yes, you have the quote ID of Cargofive. Yeah.
Yes.
I don't know Cargofive very well, but I guess that they have a quote ID.
Yeah.
Okay. So here, this is not only cost. This is it's cost. Is it cost in Cargofive or cost and selling? This is code, right?
Yeah, you can set up in Cargofive your profit as well as the cost, and both will integrate on the receivables for your part. I'm not sure if this example, this example also has some upcharging for some charges. And yeah.
So you have the payable and receivables, the both of them here.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, for Cargo5, I think I don't know if you have anything else to add to Cargo5.
No, but everything we were saying applies to both integrations. They go through the same API, so they show up the same in Logitude. The only difference is one is a air shipment and the other is a sea shipment.
Do you have access to Web Cargo?
We do not right now. I do not have an account that I can log in.
If you can just show me how we can proceed in order to transfer something to Logitude. If you have a video, maybe, or don't know, something to show me.
Right now I don't have, but I think I can send you an email with some images later after the call. So because we only had the accounts when we were developing the API. Now that it's developed, we don't have access.
Okay, but just to explain you briefly, so we have the portal of Web Cargo where we quote air shipments. So once we have selected one shipment, we have a booking from the customer. We go to Web Cargo and we make booking or something like that. We accept the booking.
Yeah,
we book the
you have
cargo.
a list of your own quotes that you have saved on your account on Web Cargo, and they have a status, and you can change that status to sync or to integrate, and after some minutes, it will show up on Logitude.
Okay.
So it's basically the same as Cargofive, but instead of clicking a button, you change a status, and it's not immediate. It takes 1 or 2 minutes, and yeah.
Because
but
it's
basically
ADI.
the same.
Is it ADI, not API maybe?
It's through a sync API that they provide.
Okay. And how does it work? If tomorrow I would like to present this, how can I show it to someone?
We could prepare a video or a presentation.
We should do that. We should prepare both interfaces. So in a more detailed way, we can do a video for each of them and with the documentation. That's what I'm writing now.
Yeah. Hugo, is there a possibility maybe to have, can you have any demo access on Web Cargo?
No, we have only the customer's account. So
okay.
yeah.
Okay.
So that's,
okay. So you
that's
have
why.
Okay. But for Cargofive, there is no issue. We can have in Cargofive, we can have a demo.
Yes.
And we can show the customer how it works. So maybe, yes, it will be interesting to have a video showing the steps on maybe for the both, it's okay, but especially for Web Cargo. How does it work? What do you provide? What do you invoice? What is the product, in fact?
Yeah, you mean sales, yeah?
Yeah, exactly.
I need to send that information to you afterwards because I need to speak with Romeo, which is our sales guy. Okay, he's not, like I said to you, he's on a meeting, so he's on a project meeting. But I will send you that information regarding the reselling. Basically, we will follow the same as Logitude or Cargofive. So you can put a markup on top of the cost, and you can define your price. Let's say.
Is it per shipment per booking or not? Oh, you don't know.
It's like it's a price per let's say connector.
So you pay once and that's all.
It's a monthly fee per connector.
Okay. Okay. When did you develop these API? Is it something very recent, or did you work on them?
No, it's recent because it's one of our customer that has both solutions, the three solutions, let's say. It has Logitude. They were also already using web cargo for more than 10 years. Okay, so a long time ago. They are using Logitude about 4 years. And they start using Cargofive in the beginning of this year. And then they decided to have everything integrated. And at the same time, they also want to have, that could also be interesting in the future for your customers, a way to show on their website, to show quotes based on what they have on the two systems. So if they want to provide, let's say, standard quotes, not negotiate, you know what I mean, yeah? Standard quotes without any negotiation, from A to B, depending on if it is air or if it is maritime, they can do it on their system, but checking what are the quotes they have on both systems. So that's so they started this project to automate the way they work internally, but at the same time that they provide to new customers without getting an email asking what is the price from A to B, if I want to send 2 containers from, yeah.
So the customer can the customer
on
I
their
don't know if
web,
it's the customer
yeah.
or agent.
The customer can go to their website, search what are the standard prices, let's say without any negotiation, between A to B, depending on if it is air cargo or maritime cargo.
And from where do you get the data? From Logitude?
So from web cargo and Cargofive.
Okay. So the customer can check by his own rates
Correct.
from web cargo
Correct.
and Cargofive, and he
Yes,
can
but
check
they don't,
the buying cost.
yeah, but they don't know. The end customer don't know that they are checking prices from those accounts. They know that they are asking or they are searching on the website of their forwarder those prices. Yeah.
Okay, Hugo, and here we can communicate. What I've understood, we can communicate on the website of the freight forwarder. We can communicate the buying rate or the selling rate.
No,
if
he's
it's an agent.
He's checking. If it is an agent,
Yeah.
we need to. That's a new a new requirement. But we can do that, of course. We can, because if it is the customer, like we did for this for this customer, we did based on the sales rate. Yeah. But if it is for an agent, maybe you want to show the buying price.
So the markup is also, the markup should always be the same. In this case, it should be always the same. I will say that my markup will be 100 for a 20-foot container, 150 for a 40-foot container, 200 for a 40-foot.
Yeah, you can decide, or you can have that information already on the quotes, because I think in web cargo and also Cargofive, you also have the buying, but you also have the sales prices. So we can show based on the selling prices already with the markup based on their costs. Yeah.
Can we have a customer group? I don't know. It's more the functionalities. Can you have a customer group on web cargo or Cargofive? Customer group, VIP customer, partners, and the markup will not be the same.
Okay, you want to change it depending on the type of customer, something like that. Yeah.
I don't know if it's
what we have right now. It's like it's anonymous. You don't know the customer that is requesting the rate. So right now we don't have that. It's like a simulator. You go there, you say, I want to send from Lisbon to some other port, and you say, I have 2 packages with these measurements. How much will it be? And it gives you a number. It can then vary. Then you need to negotiate, but you get an idea of how much it would cost. That's the main point.
So there is no login. There is no login, right?
Yeah, exactly.
There is no login, and we don't know. So who is checking the rates?
Yeah.
Maybe we can have the country or the IP address or something like that. I don't know if you have this kind of information.
Yeah, what we do is only provide the API to check the values. You know, we are not developing their
but
website. They could do that.
Yes, that's it.
Okay.
But in the future we can do that with if the customer has a login on their portal or something, we can do that, and then we check not a standard quote but a specific quote based on the customer ID.
Okay. And here, do you have any statistics? What has been checked or not? If I don't know, maybe they have consulted more ocean freight export to I don't know to which country, or you do not have any statistics.
For now, no.
Okay.
We
That's
do
not-
save every search, so we could have statistics, but right now we don't have them calculated. But we do log the searches that are made.
Okay. At least the solution is here, and you are developing this solution, so you can add things. You can add KPIs later. You can add
Yeah.
things to identify the customer later. Okay. Yeah, it's great to know that. Yeah. Yeah, if you can feed me, I don't know, maybe little by little with what you have, you know, in order that I be able to speak with customers here and tell you, okay, this can be interesting, this is not interesting. Yeah. Okay. Great.
Okay, Charles. So I will speak with Romeo,
Uh-huh.
and I'll put the summary of what is our homework,
Uh-huh.
and then we go from there. So if you want, imagine that you speak with a customer and you have interest from one customer, we can then specifically go with them and see what needs they have, if necessary, any kind of changes, and then we see what could be done and proposed.
Yeah. How much time do you need to implement this? For example, for web cargo and web cargo, Cargo5, how much time do you need to implement this? If in case, for example, the customer says, okay, I would like to work with this. Does it take
No,
longer time?
No, if it is, let's say, if it is as it is without changes, I think in 1 week, having access to in 1 week, we could test it and put it working. But imagine that they want some specific changes and some development. Of course, we need to estimate that effort. But if it is as it is, I think it should be quick because it's already developed. Yeah.
You are,
Smart.
yeah. Okay. So you are not installing anything on his computer. You're not installing anything on his servers. Everything is on the web. It will be in his environment, right?
It's services. Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
we have everything on Azure, and because the integration with Longitude is through an API, we don't need to install anything. If it was an on-site TMS, we would need to install an integrator, but because it's not, everything is on the cloud.
Do you understand, Charles? Because
No.
yeah,
Somehow.
because the three solutions. So let's say Cargofive and Logitude, they are both on the cloud. Or Web Cargo and Logitude, they are also both on the cloud. So the let's say the connector that we have is also on the cloud. That's what Rodrigo said. It's the Azure thing. So that's where we host the connector. So the connector is on the cloud and connecting the other two softwares that are also in the cloud. So everything is on the cloud.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you don't need to install everything. So
Yeah.
what Rodrigo was saying is, imagine that instead of needing to integrate with Logitude, we needed to integrate with other TMS. If it was a TMS that it was not on the cloud, it was on-prem on the server's customer, then we need to install something on the server customer. If it was a local server, do you understand?
Uh-huh. Yeah.
But because it's Logitude, we don't need that.
Yeah.
Okay, it's available through the API.
Yeah. Do you have to speak about integration? Have you done any integration for customs? Customs. I don't know how it works in customs in Portugal, but
yeah. Bruno has a great experience with customs. Alfândega.
Yes, we have some integrations in that
Yes.
area.
so we agree that in Portugal you have providers for customs software, right?
Yes.
It's not the customs directly, it is customs software providers, right?
Okay, but we have integrations with customs directly. Okay, in Portugal.
For all the customers or
No. For customers that want that kind of integration, because they need to do, depending on the type of shipment, they need to go and report those to the customs. Okay, and they can go. They can use, if they have enough volume, they can have like a customs dispatcher software to do that, or they can do directly on the customs portal, let's say. And they also have an API, and you can also send information to the customs directly without using the customs dispatcher software.
is the integration done through Logitude also? Is it from Logitude
Yes.
to the customs
Yes.
and from the customs to Logitude?
Yes.
Okay, so you are using the button that they are using in the USA, for example. They have a button to say.
In this case, we have a checkbox that we can check, and when we save the shipment, the Logitude sent a file for an FTP server, and our service will check if the FTP server has something to integrate, and integrate with customs, with AT in Portugal.
Okay, so and does this system send back information to Logitude?
Now
declaration number, customs duty.
Now the integration don't do that. Just integrate with customs. Now
one side,
yes,
it's
just
only one side,
side,
not the both side.
Yes, but
Okay.
in this version.
Okay, because we are thinking about having integrations here in France, because we will maybe need them.
Yeah. Okay.
So I don't know if you, I'm speaking with Logitude about this, but I don't know if you have something ready, if you see it as something simple, or something.
Yeah, we need to understand better what would be the requirements for on the software. It's for a specific software, or
it will be for a specific one. Ideally for two, but
okay. We need to know we need to know their APIs. Do you have that information?
No, I don't have it.
Okay, so but we will need that in the future. Even if it is Logitude to do it, they will need that information. That's the critical part, to know what kind of integrations those two softwares allow.
Okay,
Yeah.
so it's for the moment, for as first step, what you will need, it is a file describing the APIs, right?
Yeah.
A document describing the APIs.
Yeah. Maybe, I don't know, because these normally these softwares are old softwares, so maybe it could not be an API. Could be like EDI or what kind of XML or
yes,
yeah.
or
but
an
in
open
that
web
case,
server.
Yeah, but
no,
in
but
that
it's
case,
the same. As long as you have the specification of the integration, we can go from there. Yeah.
Okay, but EDI, can you also integrate EDI with the Logitude?
Yeah. That's no problem. That's no problem. We need to convert. Imagine we need to get information from the EDI and convert it to call the API based on the information that comes from the EDI. That's that's the same.
Okay, so yeah, I think that now I have a first idea of what you do.
Yeah.
I have a meeting tomorrow. Tomorrow I have a meeting with a customer in the USA. He's a French company. It's a French company, and I told them that they have this. I told them that they have this meeting today because they were asking me last week about integration with WebCargo. I told them we don't have it.
Now you have something.
Now I have something to say. I don't know if they will, I don't know if it will, at least I would say we have something.
Yes.
And we can
depending on what they say. If you want then to schedule a meeting, we can discuss better what will be their specific needs, because depending on each customer, they have all because just the integrations are a world itself, because everyone wants a specific integration working differently and so on. Even if you have APIs from one side and the other, normally they want to put some logic or some. So it's always like, let's say, a different project. When you go for integrations, it's not. It's very difficult to sell one. It's not standard, so you need to discuss every time with the customer what do they need, what they want to integrate, and how they want to integrate. So
yeah,
but at least you can speak with them, and if it's necessary, we are available to make a call.
Hugo, without taking too much time on each, because we do not also explore each project of integration. Maybe there is nothing in the end, and it will make a lot of work for all of us for nothing. What do you suggest? When should we, for example, ask you, explore?
No, what I suggest is the following. When you have a lead, we should have, because this is the first time, of course, we need to have this first talk to you for you to understand better what we already have and what we can do. Based on that, each time that you have a customer, when you feel that there is a need for that, we should address them and ask them directly what do they need to integrate, because normally the customer already has an idea, because when they talk about integrations, or they had that integrations in the past with other TMSs, or they already know how they want to integrate because they identified that need. And then we can show them what we have, and based on that they can tell us, no, but we want this and that, besides what you have, we want more this and that. And then we can make an estimation, a proposal, a quick one, so that, like you said, we are not investing too much time without being rewarding for the work done. And then we can see immediately if they want to do it or not, because like you said, it's time is money.
Yeah, of course. And integration, just in order to have an idea, what is the first, let's say, amount that you can have for an integration? What is the first, can I have at least an idea about how much it can cost?
Yeah, imagine normally you have let's say a connector. You can charge, depending on the customer and the volume, you can charge like a Logitude license, 100 euros or something like that. Okay.
100, sorry.
Yeah, 100 euros per month to have the connector working. Okay, but before that you need to set up. So normally you sell 2 to 3 days or 1 week to set up. Okay, the job to make it connect all the pieces and make it work. And then you need to see if you have any development on top of that, because imagine, no, but we want to integrate more this information. We want to validate that this field is mandatory. We want to make always a translation and a mapping between these two fields. All these kinds of requests, then we need to estimate. We can take 1 week, 2 weeks of work to do that. That's also on top of it. So, like, imagine 1 week to set up, the price of the connector to be working on a monthly basis, and then all the development, if there is a need for that or not, on top of it. So depending on that, it could be cheaper or not, or more expensive.
Okay.
So
and how much? Yeah, how much is 1 week of development, for example?
Yeah, we charge normally in Portugal. We charge 500 euros a day. Which for French, I think it's or
expensive.
for
it is expensive for France. Yeah, I will go to Portugal. I will go to make some money in Portugal.
Many French people are coming to. We are full of French people retiring in Portugal, but the government already announced that because we have the very good taxes for the French people, not only for the French, but for people that want to retire in Portugal. But the government announced that they will finish that until the end of this year. So now we have even more French until the end of the year. They don't want to lose the.
So I will hurry to come.
the benefit. So you have like 2 months and a half to come.
Okay. Yeah, but there are, because now I don't have something concrete right now, something to speak about. But I spoke with one customer, for example. It's a big company of 30 users. I'm speaking about Logitude, and they're speaking about integration with other solutions, with other TMS, which are main road TMS, things like that.
Yeah, because
So maybe,
not only that's it, because any forwarder don't use nowadays just one system. They use several systems, and they want to have, well, all the pieces together. That's why it's important that you have a good API. And I think Logitude also has work to do on that. They need to improve their API to be more open and to have more, let's say, capabilities to integrate all kind of information, like for example the quotes, and even more, because when you have more solutions, you need to integrate more the data between those solutions. Otherwise, people are typing. Double typing information in several systems, which is not acceptable nowadays. No one wants to do that. Sometimes, for example, we can go and sell the system to one customer, but they tell us, no, but this is an old, and we know that is old technology, but you don't need to have that double work. And then you cannot sell the system, because even if they are using an old legacy system, they are avoiding double work because they have already those integrations in place. So when that's also an argument to sell Logitude, it's that you have everything integrated and you are not doing double entry
updates. Yeah, of course. Yeah. But we still have, even with those integrations, we still have a lot of progress to make, all of us, in all the systems, because we still have a lot of things that we are updating. Paper and many updates. Now we are speaking about intra, things like that, but intra is dead, and now each for freight forwarder goes to a shipping line portal in order to make the booking, in order to send the shipping instruction.
Doesn't make any sense. To do that.
Okay. Okay, it was a pleasure to discuss with the three of you.
Thank you, Charles.
So I will
keep in touch.
We
I will make a summary of what we discussed, and we go from there. And then I will send you the prices for the connectors.
Yeah. Okay.
Thank you.
Okay.
Take care, Charles.
Bye.
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 Thank you. Bye.